Auburn, just because small world ends up at the same place you had one of your biggest collegiate wins last year. Have you been kind of looked at as a resource for kind of playing in that stadium just because you've won there before?
Oh yeah. Of course, it's a little different though because it was App State versus Texas A&M. Now it's a conference, like almost like a rivalry. It's conference play, so it's gonna be a little more difficult because they'll bring in a little different energy. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna do real research. They want coach been making fun, not making fun, but they been like you had a big game last year. That's making up 2 big games in College Station.
Have you ever watched, that game back or your highlights back from that game just as a memory?
I did at first. It was a big game. It's College Station, It was like 88,000 people. But it's that's the past though. I'm trying to look to the future, like have a better game than I had last year. So.
How frustrating has it been for you to be in and out of on and off the field with injuries so far?
It's annoying. It's been annoying. It's like nagging, a little nagging, hurt a little bit. But I'm trying to get it to 100% this week. So that's the main focus. Like, all right, I did this, I'm going right to treatment to get it right. And I have to practice.
It's still the ankle for you that's bothering you?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were close on Saturday and just decided not to go, or how'd that go?
Yeah, it was a couple plays where it kept getting rolled up on, but and then we got a bigger game Texas A&M. I didn't want to make it seem like that, but it's conference play this week, so that's the main focus. Win all your conference games.
And in the Cal game also with like you were in the game out on the bike and kind of just back up. Is that kind of part of the annoying thing, just coming all over the field and just trying to force your way on? But I guess where do you feel health wise?
I feel about 85, like Coach said, 85. But it's just it's some plays especially at the halftime when you're not you're not rushing no more. And that's when I came off the Cal game. It was the first play of the second half, so it wasn't warmed up. So I had to warm it up, get on the bike for like a minute or two plays, and then right back on. And then it was still hurting, but you gotta play through that right there. Especially like Cal. I know Cal not Texas A&M, but those type a big game or a close game. I gotta stay in the game, no matter what's going on.
Dylan, you guys on defense have forced multiple turnovers in all the games this year. It's been a while since Auburn's done that. Just how crucial is that kind of being part of y'all's identity on defense, is getting the ball?
That's actually big. You say that Coach Roberts came up with this thing called 30-40. So we get 40 sacks and 30 turnovers. We the top 10 defense in the country. That's how it usually go. So that's the goal that he been pushing on us. So you got people like Jalen Simpson back there, Keontae Scott, DJ James. I probably say right now we got top 5 secondary in college football. So with them dudes back there and with that rule, that challenge that Coach Roberts put on us, it's like it installed us like a different mentality in us.
40 sacks?
40 sacks.
That's
30.
a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Might as
40
well
sacks.
make it 100.
Yeah, 40 sacks, 30 takeaways.
All right, word. And y'all get some Lucky Charms or something, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get a payoff of some kind, you should.
I think our payout gonna be named like the best top 10, top 5. That's big enough. That's good enough for us.
Coming to this game, all right, Texas A&M's got all these 5-star studs, and you guys got a lot of guys like you come from smaller schools, kind of making their way up. You got a chip on your shoulder about this particular one?
Yeah, of course. I mean, them boys, I still feel like we're not getting the respect we deserve. Obviously we didn't play no SEC school, but I feel like in these next couple of weeks coming up, with all the 5 stars, big names around these schools that we better play, of course we got a chip on our shoulder. We got to earn our respect. We got to get that respect back.
Get you fired up to play against all these 5-star guys?
Of course.
I mean, it's your chance, right?
Yeah, we call a game like this money games. You do big in these games, no telling what you're gonna do in the next level or how the team gonna pay out.
Just like you were saying, you weren't 100% when you went against Cal, but you still had a lot of big sort of pressures in that game. Were you pleased with how you performed first time with Auburn, and I guess how much better do you think you can be when you get closer to 100%?
You gonna be real, I wasn't pleased with my performance. I didn't get a sack. That's when you go in there and you think about you gotta get a sack, you gotta help this team. Even though I had pressures, it wasn't the pressures that I wanted. But like I said, I wasn't at 100%, but once I get to 100%, ain't nothing stopping me. I promise you that, ain't nothing stopping me. But I wasn't pleased with that performance.
Freeze was in here earlier talking about Keldrick and just how he's played kind of early on in the year. I know he moved from Jack to up on the defensive line in the fall. Just what have you seen out of him as a young guy making plays like that on the edge?
As a young guy, I told y'all before, I feel like Keldrick got a bright future. So, and making plays like that is like you don't really see that from kids his age. He's like 18 years old, and he don't take he don't feel pressure. and that's the biggest thing. So him making plays like that is a big one for us because he contributing at a young age, and from now on, the sky's the limit for him.
Call this a money game. So that's something you kind of obviously the exposure of maybe seeing NFL scouts there also is you want to win the game obviously, but individually you're also thinking about what can I show these guys about my own personal future too.
Yeah, that's how we all think. We like first it's a team thing, but then if I play good, if Austin Keys or Larry Nixon play good, you never know what can happen in the future. And we keep playing good against Georgia, LSU. First of all, we're gonna be ranked, and we're gonna have a good defense. And then second, the next thing coming is you. This is what I'm putting on tape against these type of teams. So, and that's what you look for when you play these type of teams. Get paid on Sunday.
So and obviously the last time that we talked to you, we asked a lot about why you came to Auburn. And I imagine you have a lot more money games at Auburn too. I think did that play into that as well?
Yes, sir. It definitely did. Because App State, you only got like 3 out of conference games, and probably one is a Power 5 or at least a good Power 5. Here, out of them first 3 weeks, it's nothing but competition. The best of the best.
You mentioned Austin. He's had the injury there. Keontae Freeze was telling us about the injury. Does it? And I know you yourself haven't been completely healthy, but do you, as a veteran guy, an older guy, sort of feel that pressure of, hey, we've had a few injuries. The guys who are on the field need to make sure their execution is pretty high.
Yeah. Next man up mentality, So and Coach Freeze been preaching us everybody. No matter if you don't got an injury, you stay in that live in that training room. That's your favorite place. You use the resources to the best of your ability. And that's what we got to do. And then we're a little banged up, but we're going to get right before Saturday. I promise you that.
You guys have had a bunch of guys in the preseason. You guys rotated a lot in the preseason. That was something Coach Roberts talked about is playing a lot, getting a lot of different guys reps. How much have you sort of seen that come to fruition now with guys having opportunities because of injuries?
I feel like it came a lot to play because it gives us a break. We rotating, we get fresh legs on the field every play. The tackles tied or the offense tied because they're not rotating as much as us. And then it get the young guys exposure or the twos exposure. So when it's time for them to actually step up, they ready. It's like they're not missing a step or there's no drop off on the field when somebody come off the field.
You talked about the money games. These next 3 games are some of the most talented teams on paper in the country. Do you think that mindset sort of permeates throughout the whole team of these games will sort of maybe provide a test to tell us where we are this season?
Yeah, definitely will. I don't know how to answer. These are games that we're going to test who got that dog in them. And hopefully, I know all of us got that dog in us. And we all know what's at stake here. And we all know that we got to play together to get through these games, these weeks, stay healthy.
Have you watched much tape yet? What's Texas A&M?
Oh yeah, I started right after the game.
What do you see different in their offense with Coach Petrino there as offensive coordinator?
First thing I looked at, they passed the ball a lot. That's the biggest thing I seen. So as of right now, yeah, that's all I see. They a pass heavy offense. That's what I like to see.
Jalen, you've gone against a couple of those guys that are in before that offensive line. And what's your mindset going in this week? Is it good or bad? How does it affect you when you've had success against those guys?
It's a boost of confidence. It gets you okay, let's make it 2 times. Let's make it. Can't have just be a one trick pony. It was one game. You gotta make it 2 times.
After last road game was like a 9:30 p.m. kick on Auburn time. How excited are you guys to have an early one that you can just get there and get out of the way?
Oh, that feels good. That Cal game is different. Having a 2:30 game, it's like it might be a little high. I don't know how high it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But other than that, you get out, get in, get out. So it's not. It's a difference, but it's not major.